Christian Herman. I'm helping out tonight because Andrew Gonzer, our block captain coordinator, is in Orlando on vacation. So he asked me to run the meeting tonight. So I have to ask everybody to turn your cell phones off so our speakers won't be interrupted when they're talking. And Dustin Phillips is here. He's with the Block Captain Steering Committee also. He mostly does website maintenance on our TGS site. So we're going to film this tonight. We're going to try to start filming all the meetings and post them on the website. Just in case we have to, prove anything. Just in case. Is there anybody here for the first time? Would you like to introduce yourselves? Start with Sarah.
I'm Sarah Davis, and my boyfriend Mike and I just moved on to 4134 Juniata, just down the street. Been here about a week.
Welcome.
Joan Nugent, and I live in 3900 block of Connecticut, and I've been there for 45 years.
45 years? Excellent.
I'm doing one better. I'm Jean Howard, and I live at 4029 Miami. I've lived there for 53 years.
Wow.
You're on
Yeah.
the north side of the street, right? I've actually met you before.
Okay. Yes. Well, I know. I didn't need that. I know.
Is there anyone need to make any announcements before we start the meeting? Joe Calabro's here. Joe? Be on time. Do you have any announcements, Joe?
No.
All right, our first speaker tonight on the agenda is Mr. Fred Hampton. He's from Urban League, and Jennifer Floyd will be speaking after him, and then we'll discuss any kind of nuisance properties, if there's any at all. Fred Hampton.
Good evening, everyone. Just for the record, it's Fred Shelton, but that's
Oh.
okay.
Fred Shelton.
You call the right number, I'll answer the phone. So that's not a problem. Before I mention, I'm with the Urban League, and I'm here representing our Weatherization Services program. As many of you know, we received some stimulus money from President Obama to upgrade and improve our weatherization services. Urban League has been doing weatherization for 15, 16 years now. It's kind of been kind of a low-key, kind of a word-of-mouth type program, but now we're trying to really ramp up and really get the word out to the community, to the residents, what we do, and how we do it, and why we do what we do. Hopefully everyone was able to pick up a brochure and a flyer on the way in. I have several on the table. I just want to point out two key words on the flyer. First one being free. Our services are free to the homeowner or renter. Our program is available to renters as well as homeowners. It's no cost to you as long as you meet the income requirements. Income requirements are detailed as part of the flyer. The only thing we ask is that you fill out an application and supply us with certain supporting documentation such as photo ID. We make copies of everything. Photo ID, your gas, electric bill, your proof of residence, whether you own or rent, a copy of your deed or your homeowner's insurance would be quite sufficient, or even your copy of the lease. We also ask for proof of income. Check stubs, social security statements, whatever will support this says that you make X number of dollars per year. So we can make sure that you fall within our income requirements. Our application is only 4 or 5 pages long, very simple, straightforward, name, rank, serial number. Basically all we ask for. We do ask for a number of occupants in the home. We ask that the occupants also have some type of proof of ID. For the small kids, we will take copies of their social security cards. The second key word I want to point out is reduce. That's what main thing that we want to do is reduce your utility bills. Everyone knows, like at one time, gas bills are too high. And part of that is because of your heat and seeping out around your windows and your doors. Maybe you do the attic because of faulty insulation. So, and even in summertime, you're trying to cool your home. That cold air is seeping out, getting into the outside because of your insulation, lack of insulation in attics, basements, and around windows and doors. So, our program is basically a 4-part program. First off, you have to fill out the application, get that approved and processed. Then we'll have an energy auditor to come to your home. And what he does, he conducts an energy audit. He first off has an interview with you, and you point out certain areas of your home that you may think are drafty or have issues in the home. He'll then walk the home, conduct a series of tests. He checks for safety issues as well, health and safety issues. He'll check for possible gas leaks. He'll check your HVAC devices, such as your furnace or your hot water heater, make sure they're not emitting high levels of carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is something that odorless, tasteless, you won't even know it's there until sometimes maybe too late. So part of our program we also install smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors as well, so that you can be aware of something that's going on in the home that you may not be aware of. As part of his test, he will conduct what we call a blower door test. He will take a canvas. First off, he closes up all windows and doors, exterior windows and doors. He takes a canvas, puts it in the exterior door, say the front door, covers that door, and the canvas has a hole in the bottom of it where he puts a big fan in that hole, turns that fan on, hooks up to some devices that measures pressure and temperature and so forth, and he turns that fan on, and what happens is he pressurizes your home, sucks all the air out through your home. That way he can walk around the home and feel around windows and doors to see where air is coming in. And it helps him to determine what needs to be done to make the home more energy efficient, whether it's caulking around windows, door sweeps, door strips around the doors. It will help, as far as air infiltrating in or out of the home. Like I said, you check for installation in the basement, installation in the attic. A lot of homes, the installation has settled to the point where it's no longer doing what it was designed to do. We'll go in and we'll blow insulation in to get it back up to the R level that it needs to be. That's one thing he also will check for. As he checks for gas leaks as well in the home. That's also a health and safety issue as well. So once he's completed his test, that may take somewhere from 2 to 4 hours, depending on the size of the home. Because again, he walks it from attic to basement. So it may take a little while, and he checks all your windows, not just some windows, but all the windows in the home. So it may take up to 4 hours. Once he's completed his energy audit, he comes back into the office and draws up what we call a scope of work. And in his scope of work, he says that it needs X number of windows to be repaired, X number of doors to be replaced, certain amount of installation. So he puts all that in the scope of work, and we give that over to a contractor. Let me back up. Before we come into the home, someone will call to schedule a date and time for the energy auditor to come into your home. We want to make it sometimes convenient for you. We don't want to dampen anyone's schedule. We know everyone has a schedule of something they need to do. Times they won't be at home. So we call first to schedule a date and time that's convenient. He comes in and does his audit. Then he passes his scope of work on to possibly 2 contractors. One will do the infiltration work, which consists of the windows and the doors, installation. Another one to the HVAC contractor, which is the hot water heater furnaces. And then they too will call you to schedule a date and time when they come in and do the actual work in the home. Once they've come in and done the work, that's step 3. Step 4 is someone from our office will come in and inspect their work to make sure it was done according to what we called for and according to state rules, regulations, code, what have you. Make sure everything was done correctly. If it was not done correctly, then we call the contractor out as many times as we need to make sure it's done right, thorough, and complete. Once that's done, hopefully you're satisfied with the work, and at that point we're done. Now from start to finish, from the time we receive the application to the time the contractors are completed, of course it varies, but on average it takes anywhere from 4 to 5 weeks total. But that again could vary depending upon the workload that the contractors are experiencing at the time. Now is a great time to have your home weatherized, because a lot of folks don't think about weatherization until the winter. So right now we've got, well, we operate on no waiting list at all. Only priorities we have is those that are elderly, handicapped, and homes with children. Those get first priority. Right now we are trying to get the word out to the community for folks to come in and have their homes weatherized. Because again, by the stimulus money, we have to do a certain goal that we have to meet every month in order to maintain that money. It's kind of like you use it or you lose it kind of deal. So we try to maintain and weatherize as many homes as we can per month. And one reason why I'm here tonight is to help get the word out. Hopefully you tell your friends and neighbors, even if you may not qualify with the income, maybe you know someone who does. Maybe not in the neighborhood, but someone adjacent neighborhood or someone here in the city that you may be able to contact. And we're also in the process of canvassing some neighborhoods.